All righty. Happy Monday. Happy Monday indeed. It's Monday, so I got the big cup going here this morning, and it's pretty good. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. Let's see who we got hanging out with us. It looks like we got a big delay on YouTube this morning. Let's see. Big D's in the house. 56 now, 57 later. Well, that's not much of a jump. Paul Stewart, good morning, sir. Earl Walker's in the house, 61 going to 77. Wow, it's pretty warm for up there, isn't it, Earl? Stephen Toronto's here. How you doing, Stephen? Troy Pritchard's in the house. Happy Monday to you. Jesse from JJ's Wood Shop says, morning, it's a Monday. Changing a flat tire at 7 a.m. Oh, that's not good. Got Kevin L's watching this morning. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you. Gary Hammett Wood Creations. How you doing, Gary? Good to see you. Steve Gronsky. Happy Monday, he says. Happy Monday to you, sir. Janet says, morning, we have rain. Yeah, we got maybe that's what we had yesterday. We sent it up there. I don't know. We had a bunch of rain yesterday. I mean, just some what I call a gully washer. But yeah, it's overcast. I think we got about a 60% chance of rain today, and then tomorrow, or I guess moving in later tonight, we got some thunderstorms or something coming in. Mostly rainy tomorrow, and then the rest of the weekend looks pretty awesome. And tomorrow they said the high is only going to be 65, so that's going to be pretty cool for this time of year. Let's see, who'd I miss here? Bart Bixel's in the house. Happy Monday, sir. Jim Senecola. Rainy and cool high of 55. Yeah. All righty. Awesome Wood Thing says, hi, Dave. It's Monday and I'm here. Okay. Good deal. Let's see here. Charles Brock. Hello from the Highland Woodworker. Good morning, Charles. How are you? Mr. Doug Sisk. Morning from the Career Center. How you doing? Hey, it looks like I'm caught up, at least for the moment, on the comments here. So welcome everybody to the 253rd. I hope I've got my numbers right. I don't even know anymore. I'd have to go back and look, see if I've got any out of sequence. You guys probably know better than me whether whether I got them in the right sequence or not. But I think it's 253. I know when I went to schedule the thing yesterday evening, I guess it was, I screwed up and I hadn't changed my little thing because I got everything set up where I just kind of copy and paste it. And usually when I get done, I go ahead and set the number of the thing and the date and what day it is for the next thing and save it. And then that way when I go to do it, I can do it real fast and don't have to think about it. But apparently I'd forgot to change it, and I got to looking and I'm thinking, oh, it says Friday. Everybody's going to be all confused. So I had to go back and edit it. I think I might have. It may still be wrong on Facebook. Facebook doesn't like to play well with a lot of that stuff. So I went back and edited it in StreamYard, and it worked. It fixed it on YouTube, but it may still be screwed up on Facebook. I don't know, Janet. You can let me know if it still says Friday. It probably does. I don't know. But that wasn't meant to be a cruel joke. I just didn't change it and didn't notice it until after it had already posted. Mary Mallory's here this morning. How you doing, Mary? Good to see you. Yeah, what kind of wet, rainy weekend around here. Uh, I did watch a little bit of college football. There's some games on. I guess they've been playing a couple of weeks. I haven't watched much anything lately, but I sat down, was taking a break, and I thought, well, let me just see. And there was a couple of probably two or three different college games on the different channel and stuff. And I don't know. It just I don't want to spark controversy, but it just watching the game. This an observation that I made. I'm thinking this whole thing looks ridiculous to me. And what I mean by that is you've got players on the field that are hugging and tackling each other. You got them all standing over there on the sideline along with the coaches, all high fiving, bumping headbutts with the helmets, and hugging each other after touchdowns and all this stuff. And then you look up in the stands, and there's hardly anybody. That most of them, I think, had like maybe a 20 or 25% occupancy that they were going to let them do. And then what was just really funny to me is they have the cheerleader. In college, you got to have cheerleaders. And they have, and they've got like 50 of them or something. I don't know, some ridiculous number. But they had them in the stands, probably a good 8 to 10 feet apart, outside, outdoor stadium. And they're all wearing their masks. And I'm thinking, this to me, it's just, what's going on here? Are we that crazy? I mean, you got the mask wearers up there 8-10 feet apart, yet it's okay for these guys to be tackling each other and high-fiving and coaches shaking hands, all this kind of stuff. That it's like it's okay here, but it's not over here. I think the whole thing to me is just silly. So that was just an observation I made. And I can't say anything about the professional sports because I'm not watching any of those. Don't even get me started on those. But yeah, I just thought that was a little silly because and it was like every channel you flipped to a different game. It was kind of the same deal. And I'm thinking to myself, especially when I was watching the cheerleaders, I'm thinking, you're in an outdoor stadium. And if the cooties are floating around so bad, if the air is just so thick with them that you might catch something standing there 8-10 feet away by yourself, we're all in some serious trouble. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but I thought that was kind of silly. Just silly. Either live life or don't, It's crazy. Anyway, I did have some fun this weekend with my flight simulator. I'm really having a lot of fun with that thing, and I've got some pictures to show too if anybody wants to see them. We like to show pictures on here, but I have a few for you. I see Dave Max in the house. Jackson and I are walking. Rain at 5. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I don't really care. I got my grass cut the other day, so it's nice and short, so it can rain all at once for a while. But anywho, man, y'all got quiet over there in the chat. All right, well, I will bring up some pictures. Some of you may enjoy these, particularly the my old school peeps that are out there in the chat. Let me get them up here. Now these are all flight simulator pictures. So, but I wanted to show them to show you just I wanted to show you just to show you what kind of realism and what kind of graphics are in this game. And some of these aren't real great because I think I took them, tried to do the screenshot while I was moving. You can actually freeze it, and I think you get a better screenshot. But I'm still learning that stuff about that software. But anyway, let's see what we got here. See if y'all can figure out what this is right here. Anybody? Anybody got a guess at what this is? I'll wait a minute to see if you, well, I'll come back to this one. I'll flip through some other ones and give y'all a chance to get your comments because I know the chat is running really slow today. So, hey, there's Clyde CNC. He made it in here. How you doing, Clyde? All right, so let me skip through here. Now, this is one similar to what I put on Facebook the other day, but this is just one of the views where you can hit the external camera and look like you're outside the plane, like somebody's flying along beside you. And that, of course, is the old football field down there, baseball field. There's those new, well, I still call them new. They've probably been there for years now. But those schools that Dave Max got in, he says, yeah, it's a road. Yeah, it's not just any road. Here's one where I'm flying directly over the old high school. Some of y'all may recognize that. And again, this to me, it's just cool that these graphics come out this way because this is all computer generated graphics. This isn't a real picture flying over the thing, but they've really done a great job with that software. It's like I said, I'm just having so much fun flying around places and seeing it. There's another one from a little farther back with the houses. And notice when you look at the school building here, notice the shadows down here. That's how, and even on the houses where the shadows are, they've just done just a super job with the graphic. It's way better than let me go back to this one here a little bit. And this one to me looks a little fuzzy, but maybe it's just me. But for those who may know, and I know there's only probably a couple of you watching that would know this, but this right down here, this is coming west from those other pictures where I just showed. This is coming west on US 36. And this right here is where old Dave grew up. Right there. That's what used to be the Rainbow Motel. I think it's called the Rainbow Apartments or something now. I'm not sure. There was, this would be Gabe Sunman's old house. This would be Jim Poor's old house. Yeah. My old stomping grounds. And these others I wanted to show. Mary says, yeah, Mary, I know it is because I know it's now Countryside Apartments. Yeah, I know that's real close to you. I didn't think about that until you said that. But here's some shots I took. This is downtown Indianapolis here. You can see the Lucas Oil Stadium, or as some people refer to it, the house that Peyton built. I'm not sure what all these other things are. Some kind of, I don't know, the baseball field. It used to be Victory Field over off of 16th, I think. I don't know what they call this one. But a cool baseball field. Again, notice the shadows in the graphics, like this tall building right here. You can see the shadow and even the shadows from all these other tall buildings. There's the trying to fly directly over the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. right in the center of Indianapolis. And here's a more shot as I was coming into that direction. You can see the White River winding around there. Just it's just really amazing that you're sitting here in your chair in like this, and being able to travel all these places and see these things where it almost looks just like it would if you were in really there. So I thought I would share those. I know probably most of y'all don't care about this stuff, but hey, it's fun. so um, so anyway, Doc Wicker's in the house. Doc, if you just got here, you just missed all the cool pictures I was showing. I don't know if you got to see them or not. You might have, because I know your comments are a little bit delayed here. But yeah, and one thing I'd like for you guys to do, if you do me a favor, and this may sound corny, but I am making myself a list of cool places to go to look at cool things. For example, like the Great Wall of China. I mean, I'll never go to the Great Wall of China, but I can go look at it with this thing. So I'm making up a list of cool places. And I've already got a bunch of stuff on it, but I know you guys will probably think of stuff that I wouldn't think of. Let's see, where did I put my list? See, like I've got some cool things out here. Alcatraz, the Golden Gate Bridge, Red Rock, Bryce Canyon, Grand Canyon, Bermuda Triangle. I mean, you got to fly through that, right? Gibraltar. I've seen some videos of other people doing that. That's a beautiful place out there. Just, Eiffel Tower, Ayers Rock, Sydney Opera House, and of course all the racetracks. I'd love to fly over all the racetracks. And when I practice doing my little stuff, I'm flying out of, or taking off out of, Hampton Airport, which is the airstrip right next to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Because Atlanta Motor Speedway, if you don't know, it's not really in Atlanta, it's in Hampton, Georgia. So yeah, so I usually, and the way I take off, usually they have you going from where you're kind of pointing northwest, and then the track's over this way. So I usually take off, and then as soon as I get up in the air, come around, and I can fly directly over Atlanta Motor Speedway. Okay, Bart's got a good example. Crater Lake. I'm adding that to my list right now, Bart. All right, awesome. See, that's what I'm talking about. Pyramids, I think I've already got those on my list. Let me make sure. No, maybe I don't. See, I keep thinking of stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, I gotta add them to my list when I get in here. And by the time I get in here, I forget stuff. So thanks for reminding me of that. Let's see, that's what do they call that? The Giza something. I'll just put the pyramids. Let's see if I know how to spell it. I think Jesse does. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, I can tell you I've already seen the pyramids watching other people's videos, so I know they look awesome. And there's some cool things, about Egypt out there that's interesting too. Let's see, has anybody got any else? Love Field. All right, let me add that to my Mount Rushmore. I've got that on my list already. Niagara Falls. Ooh, I don't think I added Niagara Falls, but it's going on there now. Hey, that's why I love you guys. I knew when I mentioned that you guys would have plenty of fantastic ideas, 'Cause this is my hobby now. This is how I travel. I don't have time to get in a real plane and go, but I can spend 30 minutes. And because what I do is I don't like, if I want to fly, like say Niagara Falls, if I want to go to Niagara Falls, I wouldn't take off here and go to Niagara Falls. What I do is you just select an airport somewhere near there, and then just do a little short trip to it. Ooh, Stonehenge. Yeah, that's a good one. How come I didn't think of that one? Yeah, I do have the Georgia stones on here. I don't know if you know, anybody knows what the Georgia stones are. I think we've talked about those before during one of these shows. Love Field is the Hampton Airport. Okay. Hoover Dam. Oh, that's another good one. Well done, Clyde. See, I'm gonna have such a long list. Let's see if I miss anybody. I don't think so. The Sioux. Okay, I want to. What is this, Jim? I'm gonna put it on here. Give me a hint as to what it is. And y'all gave me some great ideas here. Simulator looks awesome. I'm not a game player. Is it hard to learn? Steven, I am not a game player either. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, they really take to this because they're gamers and they're used to playing all kinds of games. I haven't played. I used to have Flight Simulator 98, which was 20 something years ago, and I never really had time to do it, and it wasn't near as nice as what this is, the graphics and all. Yeah, yeah. Gary says no COVID on my flights. Yeah, I don't have to wear a mask to say. I grab my little oops, grab my little thing here and go. I'm still disappointed though because I mean this will work, and this is I'm sure I could do much better at landing if I had the real deal instead of using this. But all those yoke things and things you can buy, they are they're sold out because of the recent release of this software. Everybody's going crazy and buying them. So everybody's sold out, and the few companies that have them, man, they're just crooks, man. You know, because the one I want retails for like $250, and you find it now, and it's like six, seven, $800 they're asking for, and I'm like, yeah, you're just trying to gouge people. Um, let's see. Doc says White Cliffs of Dover, and that just reminded me of something else. Um, although it's not there anymore. But what was that? You know, it's in New Hampshire, but it's the old what do they call that? Somebody probably knows. But there was like a stone thing, and it looked like they called it the old man or something like that, and then it fell. It they had a rock slide, so it's no longer there. Uh, I can't remember. Somebody will probably think of it here. Yeah, Paul says COVID travel at its finest. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Jim says how freighters go from Lake Superior to the lower Great Lakes. Okay, so is it kind of like when you say lock? So it's kind of like what they have at the Panama Canal down there. Um, Mayan structures, yeah. I had that's something that I had thought of, and but like I said, by the time I think of something and come in here to put it on the list, I've forgotten it. Uh, what is that one big thing? And again, some of this stuff though, you don't know how well it's going to be modeled. Um, because some of it's computer generated graphics, and other stuff has been what they call handcrafted modeling. So the stuff that's been handcrafted, like when they want to do like um, I don't know, let's say World Trade Center or something like that, they've done that where somebody's created a model, but then everything else, this stuff is done off of computer generated graphics, which some I don't know how all this stuff works, but it's somehow where they take the Bing maps or whatever, and they're using that data to generate this stuff. And some of the stuff where when you fly in over it, you're looking down, it looks very realistic. But then if you actually freeze the thing and use what they call drone mode and go down to the ground to look, you can tell, it really doesn't look that much like it, but they make it look like it from the air. But then there's other things where they've done the handcrafted models that are very realistic. Yeah, Mount Rushmore I've got on the list. Yellowstone, that's on my list already. The border wall. I don't know. I do have the Great Wall of China on there, and I have stuff on here that's like what is it? Like the Lincoln Memorial, the White House, which in this kind of thing you can fly right over it, but you know in real life you can't, not without some consequences. So yeah, I suppose I could go check, see how they're coming on that border wall. See how they're coming. Probably see people climbing over it and stuff as you fly over there. But yeah, here's another good one. The Nazca ones. I think I know what you're talking about, but that's those weird looking. Like you don't see them unless you're up in the air, right? I think I put that on here. All right, man. You guys have really helped me add a lot of stuff to my list here. But yeah, to me, this stuff is just so relaxing to get up. And I still suck at landing. I'm doing better. I practiced a lot. Um, oh, there's another good one. Capitan. Uh, you guys are just love 'em. Awesome. See, I know there's, like I said, I know there's so many cool places, and a lot of them right here in the U.S. Um, but it's a lot of fun just to get up in the air, and once you get up in the air and get the plane trimmed out, it pretty much even the ones like I've been practicing in that little Cessna 152, and I don't use any kind of um, autopilot or anything like that. But when you get everything trimmed out, and if you can set the weather to live weather, or um, if you want it to be clear skies or storms or rain or whatever you want, you can set that up. So if I'm going to look for something, I always set it up for clear skies and don't use the live weather thing. Because the live weather thing, what it does is it's actually live weather. In other words, like yesterday, we had that pouring down rain, and I thought, well, I'm going to test the live weather thing. So I went to the Hampton Airport, or the Henry County, whatever they call it. I think they call it the Henry County Airport, and turned on the live weather, and sure enough, it was raining like crazy over there. So it's Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Thanks, Bart. That's another good one. See that I know about this stuff, but I just yeah, That's a good one. All right. Well, you guys have been so helpful. Helping me. Dave says I took my check writing at 152. Yeah. Yeah. There's that. This stuff has like over because I bought the premium. There's like a standard, a deluxe, and a premium. I went ahead and bought the premium, and there's like 30, I don't know, 35 planes or something, all the way up to a 747, A320, and then you got some like a Cessna. I can't think of the number of it, but it's like like the corporate jet type things where they're the smaller jets, and then you have a bunch of prop planes, turbo prop planes. But I'm starting out with probably one of the slowest, easiest, because for what I'm doing, I want something slow because I just want to get it up there, be able to trim it out, and just kind of go real slow and look around because that's what I'm doing. All right, I heard my time go up. I hope I didn't bore y'all with my pictures and stuff. I will be as I do this stuff. I'll snap pictures and show you, and we'll be able to compare. What I thought I would do is I would go and Google, a real photograph of whatever I'm going to look at, and then as I fly over it or buy it or whatever, I will take screenshots of that, and we can compare and see how realistic looking the software is. But it's just really cool. I'm having a ball flying it, and like I said, do it all from right here. I don't have to go anywhere, but I can still go anywhere in the world on that stuff. So kind of cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope everybody has an awesome Monday. I got to get to work. Got to get the old machine fired up out there and get it making some money for me. So, all right, everybody have a good Monday. We will see you all hopefully tomorrow for number 254 if I've got my numbering correct. And we'll see y'all then. Everybody have a good one.